They're hoping the citizens will bring all that hoarded money from abroad, like in the United States and around the world, along with all the citizens who have it under their mattresses and in their garages, to bring it into the banking system so they can have a deposit, they can get what they deserve, purchasing power. Banks can use that money to facilitate the reconstruction effort. That's what a new economy will do. Office of Imam Sistani. Sunday is the first day of the holy month of Ramadan. Iraqi opposition lobbies in America, Joe Wilson and the mega campaign as an example, urgent quote, in recent years, Iraqi lobby groups have become active in the United States. These lobbies are divided between supporters of the current Iraqi government and opponents who seek to change the political system in Baghdad. Senator Joe Wilson stands out, who recently launched a political campaign called MEGA, targeting what he called liberating Iraq from Iran, which sparked widespread controversy in American and Iraqi circles, making Iraq a strongly present issue in American politics, despite the passage of more than 2 decades since the American invasion. It is no secret that banks worldwide are making the move to digital platforms. Iraq, too, is moving towards a digital platform for its own digital currency. These are exciting times, and indeed, as Bob Dylan said, the times they are a-changin'. Article quote, Al-Alaq noted that Iraqi banks are undergoing major transformations, adopting internationally accredited financial systems to enhance cross-currency transactions and banking operations. They are trying to get Iraq moved into the 21st century with the modern fintech options. They cannot survive being clunky and lazy and slow. They are getting a lot of help and they are talking about it. The acceleration of the digital transformation has begun. Central bank, licensing new digital banks. They're openly stating it now. They are not putting the brakes on, they're going to a new technology. All the things we've seen in the past are going to go by the wayside. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be transparent, fast, somewhat furious. Those that don't play by the rules are going to have a major problem. Iraq is going digital. Is there any problems with the cross-border training? There was a couple weeks ago. Some of the software was not very good. They bought it from a cheap source, but apparently everything's back in shape. My wealth management/redemptions contacts are working today. I hope to get an update today on what they are working on. Is it wealth management related or exchange related? Vietnam poised to become a global financial hub with new financial center proposal. Quote, Vietnam is taking a significant step towards becoming a leading global financial hub with the proposal of a new financial center. Rafidain warns against using electronic payment tools in trading, digital currencies and forex. Iraqi Foreign Ministry, Öcalan's call is an important step to achieve stability in the region. Quote, the Iraqi Ministry of Foreign Affairs welcomed, on Friday, the announcement of the leader of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, Abdullah Öcalan, and his call for the party to lay down its arms, considering this step positive and important in achieving stability in the region. The tables for the new budget are ready to be exposed because the new exchange rate in those tables is ready to be revealed. You got the CBI holding classes for their banks and employees to learn how to exchange the proper way, the proper procedure on how to do the exchanging of foreign currency in the banking structure through your banks of the CBI. This is going to be a brand new currency, a brand new rate, and all that new information has to be distributed equally and fairly so you do not have a mass confusion. That state would destroy this whole monetary reform process. Ali Al-Alaq, we are working on creating a digital currency for the central bank to gradually replace paper currency. I have to say this is a wow article because this effort may also force the recall of our dinars that we hold. In other words, we are allowed to exchange them at the RV rate once the digital currency is issued. If the CBI can pull this off, the RV might happen much, much sooner than we expect. In the coming hours, Iraq begins to resume oil exports in the Kurdistan region. The testing and checking of the pipeline went better than they expected. They are hoping to be started this weekend. starting at 185,000 barrels a day and then ramp up. This is a huge income increase for Iraq. Iraqi government bank warns against trading in digital currencies and forex activity. Quote, the Central Bank of Iraq issued a ban on cryptocurrencies in 2017, citing risks such as financial crime, volatility, and consumer protection concerns. Economic expert Abdul Rahman al-Mashadani said today, Saturday, that doubts surround the approval of the 2025 budget schedules in Iraq, due to the approaching date of the elections this year. Al-Mashadani explained in his interview with Euphrates News that the elections may affect the approval of the budget to avoid it exploiting it for electoral purposes as happened in previous years. Al-Mashadani added, it is likely to rely on the 2024 budget schedules, with the continuation of allocating financial shares to ministries as they were last year, which amounted to 211 trillion dinars. He pointed out that there is difficulty in providing the necessary funds or spending them within these specified amounts in light of the current economic conditions. The financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazar Mohammed Salih, confirmed that Iraq is moving steadily towards achieving a major digital renaissance, based on a set of foundations that support this trend. Saleh explained to Euphrates News Agency, the most prominent of these foundations is the progress achieved in two types of infrastructure. He explained that the first category is represented by the advanced technological infrastructure, whether through secure and strong internet networks or digital payment systems that work effectively and efficiently in parallel with each other. Saleh continued, as for the other category, it is the advanced legal infrastructure that provides protection for the rights of users, operators, and the public right against electronic and financial crimes arising from the digital transformation. He pointed out the importance of having the ability to keep pace with the developments of digital technology in the virtual world on an ongoing basis, indicating that the advisory team in the General Secretariat and all relevant Iraqi state institutions are keen to achieve this to ensure that Iraq enters the new digital age. The CEO of the National Iranian Gas Company and Iran's Deputy Oil Minister, Saeed Tovakoli, announced today, Saturday, that Iraq will obtain temporary permits to import Iranian gas. Tovakoli said in press statements that Iraq always obtains temporary permits to import Iranian gas, so that it can secure its needs for this vital material, adding, we assumed that this situation would be repeated and that an exception would be granted to Iraq. These statements came in response to the news that was recently circulated about the decision to ban Iran's gas exports to Iraq on March 8. Tovakoli also stressed that the situation will be exceptional within the framework of the ongoing cooperation between the two countries.